Violet here. I've just got a new tarot deck from my lovely supplier. Become quite a bit of an obsession lately to buy new tarot decks. So what I've got here is a Victorian fairy tarot. Now I have actually been eyeing off this tarot deck for a while, and it was kind of funny story because I was talking to our beautiful Avalon friend. She's also got a lovely YouTube page, which I advise to watch. But I originally linked her in this picture, which I thought was absolutely amazing. It was this just different pictation of a hermit, and what it was this old kind of wise old soul with a quill inside a hollow of a tree, and he had his little his lantern, and it was just, you know, quietly in the wisdom, just quietly, you know, just writing down knowledge, and it's just that wise old, you know, owl kind of feel. And we finally just noticed she had it in her shop, and so I just bought it. And this is just the unveiling, well, the unboxing of the tarot deck, so I'm really excited, and I'm going to use my nails, yes, to undo it. I gotta find the notes. You're gonna fall for me. Oh. See, I can open things with my nails. I always think boxes should have snakes, like, not the real snakes, but it's like party snakes. Just, when I'm at work, you know, I'm like unveiling a box, so let people like unveil it, like we get them started, and I'm like, I said to one customer, I'm like, there's those little pop-out snakes just about to open, and they full on believed it was going to happen. It kind of looked a bit sad when it didn't happen. Yes. Ooh. Oh, it's a lovely, nice big book.
Yay, I love a good book.
Oh, this is quite popular. So when I first found a box with one of these, I thought it was just really clever. I thought I was being clever, but you actually have a perforated edge here. So what they've done is they've thought ahead. And you can actually take this away and store your cards in here. So they've actually gone to the extra effort of giving you a little storage container just in case you can't afford one.
Because you set yourself broke by buying a tarot.
By buying a tarot. So this is the book. Oh, that's pretty. So it's a very soft, artistic, kind of loving picture. Sorry,
That's
images.
pretty. That's pretty.
And I don't know if it reminds me of those little books that you had as kids, and there were either fairies or like possum wombat kind of creatures, and they would kind of crawl into the hollows of the tree, but they're like beautifully pixie type fairies. So we've got a bit of elementals happening in here. That's kind of like an earthy, airy vibe, and that's good because I'm a very air-based element, even though I like earthy things as well. So it's kind of interesting. So this is the cards. Oh, they're borderless! Oh my god, you didn't tell me they were borderless.
Oh my goodness.
OMG.
What a treat.
Okay, I haven't even opened that, but look. Look at that.
Hang on, I'm going to hold it to the light.
Because it's like shiny.
Ah, there. Look at that.
Hey, that's like a gold mine.
That's amazing.
Borderless. I didn't even pick that up. Hey.
The Fool is beautiful.
I like this picture though. Like, look at that.
Oh, yes. That's lovely. And who is the creator? Lucia, is it?
Lunia is the
Lunia.
author, but Gary Limpincott is the artist.
Limpincott.
Limpincott.
That is the Victorian Fairy Tarot.
I can see like the Victorian style if you ever think of those Victorian storytelling.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Who did Peter Rabbit?
I don't know the author.
It reminds me of like the watercolors of Peter Rabbit. I just can't think of her name right now.
Oh,
yeah, it'll come later, hey. Like,
I actually got the collection for Savannah. Someone gifted me the collection of...
I can't think of it right
Not meant to be.
Yeah, will come later probably. But that's kind of the feel I get from it, and I'm pretty sure this is all watercolor anyway, so that's why. Beautiful watercolors.
I'm trying to get you in a position of better light, but I think you're the one that's going to have to move over perhaps to here.
Because if you better angle.
Just here so we can see these beautiful
like pan around.
getting all the action and
around. Yes, that's the correct term. Pan. Horizontal. I forgot what the vertical term is. See, I can be intelligent as well.
You are intelligent always.
Ready? Nate's not going to wait for me.
Do it.
Here's what I preferred over. Preferred earlier. Oh my god, it's worth paying for it right now. Not gonna wait for it. Oh, that's so light. Okay, so the quality, it's thin. So that will probably bend, but that's okay. They're nice, like shiny kind of, I don't know what you call that.
This is like
glazed.
a standard Llewellyn sort of.
Yeah, glazed, but they're
sturdy, but on the thinner side.
They're
Yeah.
very thin compared to like Blue Angel. So on the back, they've got like bluebells and a harp. If you just see the back, that's what's, excuse me, that's what's lining the back. But I guess there's a lot of herbology in here as well, because they're, like we said before, very earth-based, and I can already see here, just by looking at the conjurer, which is meant to be the magician, you can already see like 5 to 6 different type of herbs in there.
Ooh.
So I would say this is like herbal medicine as well, that they're
Absolutely.
kind of fixating on.
There's your full card back.
I like that. That's really ironic as well. Avalon was saying that she thought that I had this like maybe walking along that pathway of herbal healing, and ironically we pick up these.
Well, you do have the druid craft.
Yes.
That was
just
very
opening up onto the druid pathway at the moment, and just walking down there and seeing what happens, which is quite interesting at the moment. Oh my god! This is pretty.
Oh yes.
That's
the fairy bride. Look at that.
This is the one. Oh my goodness! I found it. Hang on. Sorry. This is what I was talking about. So this picture right here is what started it all. I found that somewhere. So I think someone posted it. I like to post a lot of stuff on, like, follow a lot of pages on Facebook now that actually are linked to my path, and I find it's a lot more easier to get through a Facebook feed, because I just really hate watching other people's crap on Facebook, to be honest. It's hard to get through like those different types of personalities that you're just not interested in reading about. So I like to fill it up with, you know, all the stuff that I'm interested in. So I try and like as many like pagan, Wiccan, you know, whatever art that I like, and like them, so that in the morning when I like check my feed, I'm actually watching and looking at stuff that I'm interested in. And I think I'm actually liking the, I can never pronounce it,
Llewellyn.
I think I've liked their page, and I think that they did actually post this picture.
They would have.
Yeah, and advertising this deck, but I've kind of forgotten what it was called, and I just always like, I'm going to get this deck one day.
It's very pretty. And you know, when you were actually describing the card itself, you were talking about the energy of like a wise old owl sitting inside, and there's an actual owl.
I didn't actually pick up on that very well. Oh, and I think another thing that we were talking about with this card is, I want to put them down. just put them over here. They're so pretty. I'm so glad I got them. So on this card, I'm just going to point out, so you actually have a bit of focus point on your cool colors and your warm colors. So when you're doing a reading, you can kind of focus on either or, whatever you pick up in that card. So you need to go internal and think about that shadow self of yours, or maybe you're just finding out that knowledge that you. It's just sides of the story.
Yeah.
And
that is a very, very good insight. Well done, you. Golf clap.
Guys, clap. This is really cute. They've got, I love pixie women. Or like the older pixie women, you know. Look how cute that card is. Like beehive. Pick that. It's like that grandmother, warm, huggy. That warm woman who's, full of knowledge, is going to be there, look after you, give you lots of sweets and candies, give you porridge, I don't know, but you can always, go to her and she's got wisdom, and I just kind of love that they've got that happening.
She looks a little bit like a guy, like a man.
Oh, but there's another woman that does it. Let's not talk about that, Avalon. Just wrote it. And okay, so they've got the Empress as a fairy, and then they've got the Emperor as a king. So I'm just going to pull this out.
Oh, I'll zoom in, hold them both up.
So that's really cute. They're kind of matching.
Oh, that's really cute.
I can't really see.
I like that yin and yang aspect. Like the action versus the introspection, and or the outer wisdom as opposed to, or the projected wisdom as opposed to the internal, deeper wisdom.
It's kind of like in here as well, like she's mothering the children a little bit more in here, and he's more kind of.
Are these
trying
the
to
Empress?
teach.
Did you say Empress?
The Empress, so motherhood, like she's meant to be of earth and mothering.
Yeah.
So she's got the children and mothering. That's what I get from that card. And then from this one, he's kind of trying to, obviously teach them about the world. I just see, he's gone traveling, knows about the world, and he's teaching his children. So she's mothering, but he's teaching. That's kind of what I get from both of them. But
I actually thought you were holding up the High Priestess before. You did say Empress, but I thought High Priestess.
Yeah. Sorry about that confusion, guys. Don't get carried away. This is the right moment. See, I don't buy these cards from Avalon unless they're meant to be. And
this was a meant to be moment.
It is. We work up to these roles. We work hard. Oh, okay. So, what's the gypsy chick?
Gypsy chick, yeah.
Gypsy chick. I would recommend her as well. She does these 1-by-1 video learning tutorials kind of thing. Kind of like tutorials. But she does 1-by-1 with cards and walks you through several different decks and their symbolism with how they've kind of developed over time through the different stages. And
it's a very good series.
She's so good. I would highly recommend it. When I watched just this one video of this particular card in question, the wheel, blew my mind completely, and she helped completely. I said that twice. But she did help. So, I mean, everyone has their own different learning ways, and I completely honour that. But if you just want maybe a little bit more help on a particular card, or if you want to learn individual cards first and then kind of go that way, I recommend watching it. I might even put a link if I can manage that.
Do it.
I'll link her.
She is more than 3/4 of the way through her majors. So the major cards. But I think she said a couple months back that she's not going to be doing the minors. So it will just be, I think so.
I think the majors, once you get around it, then that's kind of cool. But maybe the minors are a personal development of, maybe. But I guess there's other people out there who kind of got the same kind of idea and might be doing those videos. Who knows, Avalon might be doing some soon.
Settle down.
Just kidding. So back to topic. This is the wheel. So what she was talking about is over the years, if you watch her video, Gypsy Chick actually mentioned that there was these two people kind of like hanging around, and one was falling off, one was off, and then there was all these elemental things inside. So they had alchemy symbols, elemental symbols, they had astrology symbols. It was just all bam, put in there, and then just over the years kind of some
like
people took some things out, and then some people added stuff. But what you see here is this is more of a seasonal wheel of time, so I do like that. And obviously you've got a summer and cold, which is kind of interesting because in Australia here, can't even say that right, Australia here, we kind of don't really have winter. We all those 4 seasons, we more have the wet and dry. So I like that. That's kind of like wet, and that's kind of
for
like
us
dry.
here in the tropics. Yeah,
For here, it's like a very distinguished, proper wheel of time.
It really looks like an iris. Can I hold this for a second?
It does. Sorry. Yeah.
You can see it from afar. Like, I'll hold it for you. Look at that. Like an eyeball, or, well, you know, the iris.
Yeah.
Not the eyeball, but that's amazing. I really like that.
Well, the iris, that's meant to be like, I guess she means the pupil, and the iris is that part there. And that could even, the little moon there, so if you can't see that, could even be like that glisten of little, you know, light.
It looks like an eye.
It does. So
excuse me.
think into that what you will. But that's pretty awesome. Oh my goodness.
I'm a terrible cinematographer. I think I've chopped your head off a couple of times.
Yay! Oh, I love little fairy dancers. Look at that. That's so
I've
adorable.
seen that picture before. Mind you, when I did not know that it belonged to a tarot card.
Yeah, I love it. So I'm just gonna like flick some pictures out your way.
Oh, which one's that one?
I'm putting my finger over it down. I'm sorry. Night of Spring.
So that would be air, swords.
Look at that. That's a magistrate.
Oh my goodness.
How English is that?
That's awesome.
Very English. Oh, that's really beautiful. That's so basic and just very pure, and
Oh, that's lovely.
you don't need to be too overwhelmed with art when you're doing tarot cards. You can just get that very basic.
Well, simple.
Yeah.
Simple. I think it's nice sometimes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like very much, most of these are very the same. So what I'm seeing here is Victorian dressing in some of these, but they're also mixed in with a lot of just like countryside kind of earthy, pixie, fairy type
Beautiful.
artwork. This one's kind of cute, doing archery, but they're all in dresses.
Oh, yes, yes, lovely.
Look at this card, oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Like I do.
Oh, that's pretty.
So in depth. I wish my room looked like that. That reminds me of the Spiderwick Chronicles, when he's doing the little thing in the attic with all the creatures. That's what that reminds me of. Cray cray. Oh, that's pretty as well. Very basic.
That is lovely.
And then this one's a bit more in detail, but they're so cute. I get a very light feeling from these cards, and
Very light vibration.
and I really agree. Like Avalon was just saying earlier on today, how with light energy you feel a lot airy, and with like heavy energy you feel a bit heavy, and it's all down here and weighted more. And we were thinking about it, but I feel like very light and wispy, and that's exactly what I get. Maybe that's tying into my
Frequency at the moment, your vibration?
Well, I'm an air element. Maybe that's just a little bit like I've picked up on that very well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like.
She's high on tarot.
Get on my face. It's so bad. Oh, I love this as well. I love the stars and apples.
Oh my gosh, that's Avalon. Oh, that's so lovely.
This is funny as well. Bicycle. Oh, so is it unicycle?
Is it?
Unicycle. It's not a do-cycle.
Unicycle.
Unicycle's one wheel, and that's a big one wheel.
Yeah, there's a name for it.
A trike?
No, there's an actual name for
Another
those
name?
spikes. I can't remember what they are.
You know, in Singapore, they call them something like... Oh my god, I can't even think of it. Try something, because they've got 3 wheels.
Oh.
I had it before. We'll come back. Giant squirrel.
Oh. Feisty.
Oh. I know someone who has one of those. What are they called?
Mandolins.
Yeah, our friend has one of those, I think.
She has a sitar.
Oh, sitar, so that's not sitar. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, we're going into winter now. There's another winter one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, did you want to zoom? Sorry.
Oh, beautiful.
There's the night of winter.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting as well. The Wheel of Time's kind of set out the elements are the key minors.
Mm.
It's a nice cool.
Oh. Ace of Water. Is that what it says?
I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at this. Maybe that holds better. Oh, there's a little hat at the top here. Just up here.
Winter. Okay.
There's a
Oh, little top hat. That's cute.
Like someone's like, I was up here, but I forgot my top hat. I'll get it later when the ice is melted. Oh, this is funny. Like, who would have a standoff in the middle of winter?
Impassioned men. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's so cool. I really like it. I like colours.
Oh,
Blue in that.
There's, yeah, blue, navy. Yeah, like they've got the whole theme of like golden light and then kind of blue is a little bit dark. It's not too dark. Most people go for greys or so forth. They've used navy really well for it. Is it 4 of Pentacles where they're kind of like all shaggy behind the church?
5.
5. Because that just kind of reminded me of the 5 of Pentacles, but
It's the 4 of
yeah,
Cups.
but
Is
the
it?
4. It mustn't be that suit. We shall see. This bit's scary. I think that's like the scariest card out of the deck. That's it.
Horrifying.
The ball's gonna get you. Oh, I love it. Well worth money spent. Now I've got to like clean up my little mess of tarot. Okay. Oh, first shuffle, guys. Special moment.
Oh my
And
god.
they like feel easy to shuffle because they're really light, which adds to their little airiness, I think. Because you feel like they're so light. Maybe that's why they're really thin as well. Hey, I didn't even pick up on that one. You'll like that one. It's got a dragonfly in it.
Oh, pretty. I like that.
It's just saying if there's a bit of a reversal there, but not much. Oh, I think they just completely skipped all the summers. I don't know. Like, where did these come from?
Something to look at.
Okay, the book has black and white, but they've got some singular pages there.
Oh, nice representations.
So
Can you tell me if they have reversals?
we'll say it at the start.
It'll say it within the actual card. So it'll have a meaning or a description followed by a divinatory meaning possibly followed by a reverse meaning. A few keywords thrown in there for good measure.
No, this is like in a nutshell. In a nutshell, like, you know, yet not airy fairy as well. That's pretty funny. No, I think that's good. It's not too hard, so nice and easy, keeping it nice and easy. Very friendly. But at the start
That's
here,
a good word for it. Friendly.
They've just got, it's a bit darker there. The light, it's really bad there. Yeah. There we go. So on the corner there, it's just got what type of minor arcana equals what season. So the ones equal the spring, cups, summer, pentacles, autumn, swords, winter. So,
see, I went spring for swords. Because I think of it as air.
Waterfall! Somebody pick up!
Oh.
78 pick up.
Oh, that's an amazing card. That's the red that sort of stood out.
Everyone, do you want to play 78 pick up?
No, thank you.
Do you have anyone like ask you that when you had just like normal cards? You were like, do you want to play 78 pick up? And they just go pooh, and like their cards go everywhere and they walk away and you're like left to pick up all the cards.
Isn't it 42?
Yeah, but I guess
yeah.
These ones are 78 because they're awesome. Well, thank you for watching, guys, and watching my unveiling of the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And once again, it is written by Luana. I can't read upside down. Weatherstone, and the art is illustrated by Gary Lippincott. So I suggest looking him up, looking her up, having a good old look. And also, it's made by Llewellyn. I probably said that wrong.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. One day we'll get it right. But if you like a nice, easy, fun, friendly, elemental kind of deck, and you already have that basis of tarot, like you know the structure, and then you're not going to get too confused with the seasons and so forth, then it will be a good deck to use, and very good for people who are their astrological sign is, you know, linked with air elements or earth elements. Maybe not so much for fire or
Water.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. See you soon. Bye.